Hey everyone, I'm Max, and this is PlayedSawWatching, the show where I talk to you about a game that I played, a movie that I saw, and a show that I'm watching. Let's kick it off with our game for this episode, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, the joke that turned out to be real. So Blood Dragon shows us that Ubisoft knows how to do an April Fool's joke right. You announce a game on April 1st that looks so ridiculous nobody thinks that it's real, then you actually make it and release it a little over a month later. They themselves have described the game as an 80s VHS version of the future, and you can't really get a better description than that. As you're playing through it, you will feel like you have stepped into the cheesiest, most cliche-ridden sci-fi action movie from the 80s, which personally, I think is awesome.
You want to your element? That's my kind of blowjob.
You play as Sergeant Rex Power Colt, a Mark IV cyber commando voiced by Michael Biehn of Terminator and Aliens fame, who has to team up with Dr. Elizabeth Darling to stop the evil android army Omega Force and their leader Colonel Ike Sloan, who just happens to be your former mentor. Yeah, I was pretty much sold on the game when I heard that your main character was named Rex Power Colt, but I also love almost everything else about it. The dialogue, while cliche, is very entertaining, the gameplay is fun, it looks great, the music is awesome. The game even manages to make finding collectibles fun, partially because there aren't that many of them, but also because it pokes fun at other games' collectibles as you get them.
I hope I don't have to collect any fucking flags.
Blood Dragon is pretty short, roughly 8 to 10 hours if you do everything and about half that if you blow through the main story. But I actually think that's a strength because it allows them to lay on the cheese very thickly and be very entertaining without you getting tired of it before the game ends. And at $15, you really can't go wrong. It's a great game, very entertaining, providing me with as much, if not more fun than most retail games, and I highly recommend it. You can pick it up on the PlayStation Network, PC, or Xbox Live Arcade, so go out and grab it and start killing yourself some blood dragons. What are you waiting for? Now let's move on to the movie I saw for this episode, Iron Man 3. Now, I was a little concerned about Iron Man 3 for a few different reasons. They changed to a new director for this one. I thought Iron Man 2 was a little underwhelming, and when I heard the Mandarin was going to be the villain, I was concerned that he wouldn't translate very well to the movie medium. But, I have to say, it was a pretty awesome movie.
I'm not afraid of you. No politics here. Just good old-fashioned revenge.
Iron Man 3 follows Tony Stark in the aftermath of events in the Avengers as he takes on a new villain, the Mandarin. Now, the movie has everything you'd expect. Great action sequences, awesome special effects, and Tony Stark kicking butt in the suit and taking it to new and awesome, crazy technological levels. But it also has some cool action sequences of him outside the suit, and we get to see him take an interesting personal journey throughout the entirety of the movie.
I'm Tony Stark. I build neat stuff. I got a great girl. And occasionally, save the world. So why can't I sleep?
Now, obviously, this is the third movie in a franchise, so there's already really well-established characters. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark, and he's amazing. Gwyneth Paltrow is Pepper Potts, and she's awesome. Don Cheadle is Colonel Rhodey Rhodes. Except for that one time when that other guy was Colonel Rhodey Rhodes, but you get what I'm saying. It can be hard to break into that as somebody new, but there were some awesome new characters in this one as well. I thought Guy Pearce did a great job as Dr. Aldrich Killian. Sir Ben Kingsley was fantastic as the Mandarin. As I said before, I had my concerns about the Mandarin, but between the writing and Sir Ben Kingsley's performance of him, he was a great character. Then there's this kid. Maybe you recognize him. I didn't. Apparently his name is Ty Simpkins, and he was in movies like Insidious and The Next 3 Days, which unfortunately I haven't seen, but I might have to check them out after his performance in Iron Man 3. He had a multitude of one-on-one scenes with Robert Downey Jr. that blew me away. Their chemistry was absolutely fantastic. As a final verdict, I can't say that Iron Man 3 was as good as the original Iron Man or the Avengers, but it was loads better than Iron Man 2, and it was thoroughly enjoyable. I recommend you go check it out. Now for the show that I'm watching, Season 3 of Game of Thrones. But wait, before you turn off the video because you're worried about spoilers, I promise, not going to spoil anything, just going to be talking about Season 3 in general. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone at this point is either already watching Game of Thrones or has somebody telling them, you've got to watch Game of Thrones. Which is totally understandable because it is easily one of the best shows that I have seen on television, and Season 3 shows no signs of changing that opinion whatsoever. We've seen a number of awesome developments with already established characters such as Daenerys Targaryen and Jaime Lannister, as well as a bunch of new characters being introduced who are holding their own among the already formidable cast. One of my personal favorites is Lady Olenna Tyrell, played by Diana Rigg. I affectionately refer to her as Old Lady Tyrell, and her wit is awesome, and so far her performances are spectacular. Now, I can't really talk too much about the show without getting into spoilers, so all I'm going to say is that you should check it out, but unfortunately I can't recommend a lot of great ways to do that since new episodes only air on HBO. Your best bet is to probably get HBO yourself and view previously aired ones through HBO Go, or maybe find a friend who has HBO and a DVR who has recorded the episodes so you can catch up on them there. If you're a lucky Australian, I have heard that you can purchase the show through the iTunes store. As I said, it's a great season so far. I can't wait to see how it plays out. Go Team Daenerys! Well, that wraps up the first episode. This has been an experiment for me, so if you enjoyed it, please let me know why in the comments and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, you can still let me know why in the comments and don't subscribe, I guess. Or do anyway, that would be even better. You can follow me on Twitter at @MPKLoki and check out PlayedSawWatching on Facebook. I'll be posting updates about the show on both of those, as well as maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff, photos, video, outtakes, things like that. And also, through either the comments, Twitter, or Facebook, you can let me know if there's a game, movie, or show that you think I should check out and cover. Once again, thank you everybody. I will catch you on the next one. Have fun.